So we call them Panther Packs. Other schools will call them snack packs. And every school in the county has kind of different needs. Every coordinator doesn't run the program the exact same way. Some of them do, find support from local churches, but then others are part of the backpack program with the food bank. Our school chooses to have a connection with Abingdon Episcopal. They've been running the program here close to 20 years, and they are so gracious. They pack a lot of packs every week and bring them here. And then I work with Mrs. Brown's class to distribute them. But inside of the pack, Miss Michelle Pollock, she makes sure that there is a breakfast option, a lunch option, and then maybe kind of a dinner option. And it's just, we have been so grateful and so just amazed at the generosity that we're shown. We put out sort of an ask letter at the beginning of the year, and it's more geared towards quick food that your children can make on the weekends on their own, should they kind of need to. In years prior, the way that we've determined eligibility is based off of free and reduced numbers. Being that there was COVID going on, we weren't really, we didn't have that data. We weren't able to determine, who qualified for free or reduced. And so last year, the way that we did it was we worked together and we determined based off of other factors who may, be in need. Then we send a letter home and they can accept or deny. This year, we wanted to open it up a little bit more just because we weren't sure that we were fully serving our school, and then we gave everybody paperwork. What we realized was that there was a greater need than we identified in the past. I actually sent one letter home that was for the initial, and I just had an overwhelming response. And a lot of us were kind of confused as far as maybe parents thought it was, something else. I thought maybe I miscommunicated to them. And so I typed up a second letter and I sent that home just to clarify kind of what that first letter was. And I still had an overwhelming response. So even after double clarifying what this was for, it's clear that this is a need. I'm just really grateful that I'm in a position to do this. I knew that I was going to need some help with distribution. So over summer, I was kind of problem solving in my brain, and it was a really awesome connection that Miss Brown was like, look, do you have anything that we can help with? We want to do community involvement. And she's our SPED inclusion teacher. The students in the classroom are actually from all different grade levels. So it's just a really fun marrying of different ages. It was a little bit chaotic at first, but now we've gotten the system down that's just, we're almost like, are we on a record? They ask every time. And it's really nice to have the students be involved in that process, because they kind of get the organization of the clipboard, handling the cart, passing out. And so it's a lot of great skills going on. It is very rewarding to see the students with their packs, but the major thing that we try to keep here, even though it's a large production, it looks like with all of us distributing them, is that discretion is our number one objective. We never want the children to feel othered by the program, because naturally, other kids are like, what's that? What's in that bag? Why do you get that bag every week? And one teacher has told her students that they're part of a tasting club, and so they get food that goes home. It's all kind of a community effort here at the school to just maintain the dignity of our students. One of the church members said that she overheard somebody in the Aldi line because she was buying a bunch of food for the packs. The person who was checking her out was like, wow, why is all this food? And so she kind of explained what she was doing and what she's doing it for. And the woman behind her in line was like, oh, I love that program. We're in that program. She was like, I am so grateful for that program. She was like, I know that when I work on the weekends that my child is fed, that there's no question about it. It's consistent, it's every week. So just hearing kind of testimonies that way is really, okay, this is doing what it needs to do. Anybody's situation, it's none of our business, but as long as they're here and they're fed, we can learn them, we can love them, but if they're not fed, nothing's, they're not going to be fully here. So it's important for students to come to school and know that they'll be able to eat.